selfish, ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I step like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the first-time champions of the AFC, the Cleveland Browns, taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you for this one. And CD, all eyes on the AFC champs. What a story. The Cleveland Browns, their first Super Bowl appearance ever. 0-16 just 2 seasons ago, and now 4 quarters away from a Super Bowl title.
An utterly remarkable turnaround. There's no other way to put it. Fan base, can you imagine how desperate they've been for this day, for this opportunity to come around? You have to go back to 1964 for their last title in the NFL. That's pre-Super Bowl era. They beat the Colts 27-0 in that one. Frank Ryan, Jim Brown. But these fans are tired of hearing about the past. They're tired of hearing about the All-American Football Conference, how the Browns came into the NFL and blew everyone away. They've got their team now, their time, and they want to win.
Meanwhile, it took until Super Bowl 52 for the Eagles to lift the Lombardi Trophy for the first time, and they are back looking for number 2 just 24 short months later.
Didn't take long, did it? Made it back to the big game, and let's be honest, we're never going to forget that first Super Bowl title. That win over the New England Patriots, the big plays that came out of that, Nick Foles playing quarterback and flinging it all over the place. The Phillies special that's turned into a statue outside of their home stadium, the Link. It's absolutely unforgettable. But now they have a chance to add to their Super Bowl collection. They want to hoist one more.
On third down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Returnable here from the 38. And a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Touchdown, Philadelphia! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
First and 10 at the 46.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
on 2nd and 12. Mayfield rolling to his right. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Protect. 20. Regular. You ain't doing nothing.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Recon, 152 fighter.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 6 yards away. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. To throw is Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ward. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go. Waiting. Lefty.
Wentz now on 1st down. caught by the tight end, Ertz. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Into the red zone. Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now Wentz. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Eagles have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
So that rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Graham leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Mayfield on 3rd and 2, and finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but there's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. After the sack on first down, Mayfield.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Flash, come on. 80 weapons. There we go. Switch it.
On first down, it's Sanders. 20! And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Trying to lay one up deep. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. He will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go.
They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really... benefit your team right now.
At the 38-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Now a carry for Sanders. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Wins, and he connects with Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. 36 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 31, Mayfield throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Barnett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just giving him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because The way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Being chased out left. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Everyone's got 4. 4 down.
Here's Scott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Go. 280. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Scott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
53. Mike. 57.
They go again with Scott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a gain of 6.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Got an open man, it's Scott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's your son?
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Let's go, D.
And now a carry here for the fullback. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, we could have had our shutout.
And he's taken down inside the 30. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Here we go. Back man. 180.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
They'll run with Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
3rd and 1.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Yell nets, every flow is unmatched, and I better get set.